Day 2 of the vetting of President William Ruto's cabinet secretary nominees saw Professor Kithure Kindiki first being grilled by the National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula's led committee.
I will not be proud. I will be humble, but extremely firm, because this docket is extremely sensitive, and all the other sectors of the nation rely on a safe country. So humility should not be mistaken for cowardice. I'll be extremely firm and ruthless with the wrong people, because 99% of our people are law-abiding. The 1% that are lawbreakers, will be extremely ruthless with them.
Do you have to end this menace once and for all?
Samburu West Member of Parliament Lesuda Naisula was overcome by emotion and wept during the ongoing Cabinet Secretary nominees confirmation hearing. Pokot South MP David Pukosing backed Lesuda on the need for decisive action by the government security agencies on the banditry matter.
What do you intend to do differently from your predecessors, away from the usual rhetoric and threats? Perhaps you need to come and live in Kurkur, Pora, Longewan, Losuk, incognito for only 1 week. Come and stay there.
I've been instructed, subject to this approval process, to make sure that we deal with banditry once and for all in the North Rift.
Next up was the Treasury Cabinet Secretary nominee Njuguna Ndungu, who is also the former Central Bank of Kenya CBK governor.
We do know that we have very serious short-term constraints. But let me say that in terms of the vision, I can pinpoint 4 areas that we are going to work on, and obviously those areas are going to give us a very strong economy from the medium term to long term.
The Cabinet Secretary nominee for Treasury, Professor Njuguna Ndungu, was on Tuesday put to task by legislators to explain claims that he presided over the collapse of banks during his tenure at the Central Bank of Kenya.
The economic situation is terrifying. The 4 issues that I've identified are very, very important for us to turn around. But we turn around with also 2 very important points. One of them is actually how to strengthen our institutions. Be they the institutions that regulate the market, the institutions that protect the market.
Former Malindi MP Aisha Jumwa, who is also the Cabinet Secretary nominee for Public Service, Gender and Affirmative Action, was put to task as to why she is suitable for the said position.
What I can say is that I'm a law-abiding citizen, and now going to this ministry with your approval, Mr. Chairman and members and Parliament. I think the strength that I'll carry is the law.
The former lawmaker broke down as she narrated how she was forced into early marriage.
Little did I know the sad fate that most of the rural girls face awaited me with open arms. Early marriage.
However, members of the Appointment Committee raised issues pertaining to Chapter 6 on the Constitution in regards to integrity. The lawmakers raised cases that was haunting the nominee, one of them being graft charges that were recently dropped by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions DPP Nurdin Haji. And moments before she took to the stands, the former MP Jumwa is likely to be turned into a prosecution witness in a murder case she has been facing before the Mombasa High Court for 2 years now. This is after Ms. Jumwa asked the Director of Public Prosecutions Nurdin Haji to consider reviewing the case with a view of converting her into a state witness.
Mheshimiwa Junet has said that if I can consider resigning, not
you can't resign.
I can't. Yeah, I was to say that I can't resign when I've not been appointed.
Davis Kimutai Chirchir was the 4th nominee to be interviewed. Chirchir is seeking to lead the Energy and Petroleum Ministry. The lawmakers put Chirchir to task on what he intends to do to lower the cost of electricity and fuel.
We will be able to develop under my leadership, once confirmed, in the area of renewable energy, in geothermal, in wind, and in solar. I have the capacity, I have the strength, and I'm a team player. I want to work with this house, I want to work with the people in the energy sector to be able to deliver this for our country.
Moses Kuria, do hereby swear to testify.
Finally, former Gatundu South Member of Parliament Moses Kuria, who is also seeking to become the next Trade, Investment and Industry Cabinet Secretary, also had his opportunity to share with the members his suitability for the said position. The former lawmaker was put to task to explain how he will alleviate Kenyans from the hardships of the economic times.
And it is my endeavor to see this grow to 20%. So in doing this, we have to protect our local manufacturers. Now, does our current effort of fighting counterfeit protect local manufacturers? Yes and no. In most cases, you'll find that our fight against counterfeit is for protecting holders of IP, for imported goods, not for local manufacturing.
Tomorrow, Elgeyo Marakwet Senator Kipchumba Murkomen, Rosalinda Soipan, Penina Malonza, Zakaria Mwangi, and Susan Wafula will be vetted in that order. Abdiaziz Hashim, Ibru TV.
Yet another 5 nominees to deal with.